Okay, so ReactOS eats your heart out, but now ReactOS, it's a more mature project, obviously, but now we've got Free 95. Released back a few weeks ago, the 0.2 alpha. It's another open source Windows compatible operating system. It's not it's not working to re-implement the NT kernel, but rather supporting the Win32 API for software to run. The goal is to remove Windows bloat and security issues while continuing to enjoy Windows programs. It takes a simpler form than ReactOS, but it's also not nearly as far along as the decades in the making ReactOS. Yeah, you can see it looks very, very alpha and very, very DOS. It takes inspiration from Windows 95. But yeah, if we wanted to try it in QEMU, we could. Currently forking a pre-existing kernel called Unix. We will implement our current existing NT executive layer implementation to the fork. The kernel is stable and has many features, and we decided it's better than building our own kernel from the ground up. Interesting. You can see that they've got the DOS command line. On Free 95, native shell and graphics mode, loader for bat files, print.h library to make it easier to use NT display string. It's not an NT clone or a Windows 95 clone, even though it is called Free 95. It's not a clone of those two things. So let's go look at the kernel that they are using. That's a lot of moon runes. Oh my goodness. The kernel is a moon rune kernel, so we're going to leave that as it is. 5,000 downloads. Thank you guys so much. So if we go here, Free 95 is a FOSS Windows alternative. Let's see, April 2nd. Oh, wow. Okay, so they are... Yeah, okay. Unixed. Okay, so that was a recent update. Beta 2 release and Beta 3 progress report. Reboot, shutdown, prints hello world, free version, crashes the system. Very nice. We have to make sure we include that. Test for the print lib, lists all available apps. Interesting. Always and forever silly, blah, blah, blah. It's a pretty short. Addressing the leak, progress so far, porting Win32 to rewrite. So they do have to implement drivers for different keyboard standards and all that. So it'll be pretty interesting to see. And PS2, I guess, is pretty universal back in the day versus USB being the weird thing that it is. But yeah, if you ever wanted another thing that's not ReactOS that'll run your Windows programs, maybe games, then there's that. But if you want something that's more mature, ReactOS may be more your speed. So if we look at what we've got here, we can see SimCity runs just fine on ReactOS. We've got Pico Drive, Papers, Please, of course. Here's our Krita. I was about to say GIMP, and I'm like, there's GIMP, though. Let's see. Assault Cube. Very nice. Very nice. I appreciate it. We don't have these because, obviously, Free 95 isn't that mature or the theming for it yet, but we do have Fancy Screenshot. But, yeah, Fancy Screenshot. And we can always go here, and that Phoronix had a Fancy Screenshot. And I don't know, you can try it out in QEMU and see if you like it. Yeah, so you can run it in QEMU. I haven't quite, it's probably 60 or 32-bit, but yeah. I'm failing right now because I probably need to update my libraries and whatnot, but yeah. It's an option. It's there. I think it's mostly command line, less, well, no GUI here. This is the normal stuff. I think they ported everything over finally, but yeah. So if you want to try Free95, that's your option, is doing it through QEMU. And yeah, I think you're stuck to 32-bit as your architecture. So I did get it pulled up. I'm in the midst of putting together the video right now, and I forgot that I was going to do this. So now that I've got all my libraries and virtualization stuff figured out, right up, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we can see we've got Free95 pulled up here. I can go dir ls cd c colon. That's weird. Doesn't seem to recognize any capitals. That's weird. But yeah, it looks like this. Help. Clear the screen. Yeah, this is all that they've got so far. Let's go double check. Free95. 95. View on GitHub. Yeah. I think we are still stuck with whatever we had last time. You're killing me, buddy. Freever.exe. Yeah, that's all we've got, it looks like. Syscalls. Yeah, that's about it. That's what it looks like. We don't have anything graphical really, but it runs in QEMU. If you liked the content, if you enjoyed it, if you think I deserve it, like, comment, subscribe, leave any criticisms you have or what have you. I appreciate it. Feed that algorithm, like I said, and I will see you guys in the next one.